Okay, continuing through the back of the bedroom here, we're almost done. And the inside of the rig, these are all drawers. They're plenty deep, and again, nothing wrong with them. Two pair of drawers, and this one's pretty deep. This has got to be maybe 8 or maybe even 10 inches deep. And of course, that one's just as long. And then there's a little step up here. Oh, I forgot to tell you. There's these great divider doors. There's one here. Okay, and that divides the master bedroom from the bunk room and back hallway. And then without going too fast and making you dizzy, I'm going to go backwards again. And there's another slider divider door here, which divides the bedroom area and bathroom from the main living space. And that, again, in my opinion, was another really great feature of this camper for families, because when we had the kids down, we would be able to close this space off and it'd be reasonably quiet. We could be up in the front. You have a nice big window here in the back. That's got the double shades as well. And then, just like in the kids' bed, we did not use this. We did not use this bedspread at all. This was just left here during our trip. We brought our own stuff. We'll just let these two lamps go with the camper. We bought those after the fact, but they seem to match with the decor. Our little pillow here is tipped over. This mattress was not used at all. We had a foam, well, I guess we used it, but we had a foam, what's it called, mattress topper on it, so it's been barely used, let's put it that way. The mattress topper took most of the abuse. And then in this room, messed up all our covers, there's all kinds of storage closets on both sides. Stuff over the top. Oh, there's still sheets in there. I have to take those out. And then stuff down here on the sides. The other thing that we have is another flip-down TV. Ooh, so that comes down, and that TV can hook up to the DVD or the cable that's been plugged into the front of the rig, or there's a little switch box here, and you can run it off of this DVD player here, and of course it has its own remote as well, and this wiring back here for satellite and other things as well. And then there's a couple different lights that you can run here in the back, and then there's speakers here that you can turn on and off that are hooked up to the stereo up in the front. So if you don't want to hear what they're listening to in the front, we'll leave that off. There's a little walkway that goes around the mattress, and there's another heating vent there. There's another little cabinet, and of course the cabinet there too. And it's a very nice and comfortable. Here, I'll flip this little guy up. Flip that up and give you another perspective on this part of the camper. Okay, so we're pretty much done with the inside. I thought I'd take a nice slow walk out of the rig, just to again give you a perspective on where stuff is. There's one of the bunks with the DVD above it, and then there's this hallway, and I'm turning lights off as I go. Bathroom's over here on the left, washing machine's down here on the right. There's one of the furnace vents. There's your double fridge and freezer, and the ice maker's inside as a reminder. Flipping to the left here is there's the TV, there's like 32-inch or whatever it is, I can't tell exactly, that pulls out and swivels. There's your furnace stuff, your wraparound, which can fit at least 4, actually we got 5 in there without any trouble. Here's your kitchen counters, microwave, cabinets, lots of overhead storage. Here's your 2 swivel chairs. Of course these lock forward, or you can unlock them and swivel them around. That was great for keeping the kids, giving everybody their own space. Lots of nice windows. I hadn't mentioned it directly, but having this single pane, this is one of the advantages of buying a newer rig like an 09, is that we had this single pane windshield, and it is absolutely great to have compared to the splits, because you just get such a nice view. Again, there's the overhead TV and such. I'm not going to go through what all these little buttons work, except to say that they all work. It's got a sort of high-end Allison transmission and all that good stuff. And I'll try to show you, but it won't translate. This is a brand new windshield. I mean, there are no kinks on, there's my car. There's no kinks or dings or scratches or stone chips. It's just in great shape. And then, of course, there's the little stairs that go down. There is a powered stair lifter, which will bring this up flat. We almost never used it, but if you didn't want your feet dangling while you're sitting in this seat here, you can hit a little button and the stair lifter goes up. And then, of course, the screen door and the main door. Okay, this is, I probably could have videotaped the slider closing, but that's like watching paint dry. So here's what it looks like when the slider's closed. I thought you might want perspective on that. So there's this nice little hallway, and it's not very wide, but you can walk right down there, no problem. And, you know, this is how the kids would sit. You know, you'd have somebody sitting there, or a couple somebodies, and then we'd have some sitting around here, and oftentimes we'd be sitting in the wraparound table area as well. So, and then this part of the slider is sitting right behind the driver's seat, which is where I would sit. One of the things I didn't mention earlier is that we have these shades here. So this is like a graying shade, so if the sun's pretty intense, I'll pull that down while I'm driving. And then there's the night shades, which I think everybody would know already that they exist, but just thought I'd show it. And that can go further down. That gets, well, that really blocks a lot of the sun out. Same thing goes with the main shield here. You have sort of the graying one, which cuts down on the glare, gives you some privacy. Much harder for people to look inside, even though you can still see out. And then, of course, there's the nighttime shade. And you've got one here in front of this door and window as well.